Hi everyone, welcome back. This is Laura, and today is going to be the first in a series I'm starting called FlatMail Fridays. And what I'm going to do today is walk you through, this is a variation of an item that I made for my craft fair. The one from the craft fair was actually teacher themed or school themed. And this one's a little bit bigger, but the scoring is the same and the method is the same. So I wanted to make something quick and pretty for you all to see. Oh, also what I wanted to mention is that I do have a P.O. box now. So if you'd like to send me snail mail or happy mail or anything like that, we can definitely accommodate that. My most current mailing address will be in my about section on my channel, so you'll want to refer there. So let's walk through this. So this is from a 6x8 paper pad, and the other one that I made was from 6x6, but like I said, it's the same measurements when you're scoring. So what this is really, it's a take on a project that Amber from Lyric Lover Crafts made. The folder is very similar to, I think it was like a journal she made. I can't remember. So I'm using this paper from Park Lane from Joanne called Old World. It's really pretty, and I thought it would go really well with the vintage junk journal theme that I'm using today. So I wanted to kind of just go over the idea, and then we'll go through the tutorial shortly. But any comments, likes, and or subscribes are always appreciated. But so this one will measure 8 inches by 4.5, which is very flat mail friendly. Post office will accept flat mail or pre-sorted mail, not pre-sorted, but with just stamps, up to 6 1/8 by 11 inches. I think it's 11 and change. So this one has a little pocket on the side like the other one did. I made a variation of a bookmark. I added some stickers and washi from a Temu haul that I had, and I will link that as well. And the bookmark, you can actually make any size to accommodate any cut parts that you have or the size of your flat mail. I did add some stickers and some washi. If you're using single-sided paper, this is great. Just decorate it up the way you want. We are going to also walk through this little notebook here. But if you're using double-sided paper, you may not need to use the extra items, but totally up to you. So so this is the washi I'm using. I didn't end up using those stickers, but I did use these stickers in this little box. I just brought them out because it was part of my Temu haul and I wasn't really sure what I was going to do. So let's jump in. Oh, this was actually one of my favorite items, but when I went back to order another one, they were sold out. So but they do have a notification feature to let you know when something's back in stock. So I'm going to take out this cut apart page because I want to use one of those as the cover embellishment. So both pieces of paper on the 6-inch side, you're going to score at 1.5 inches. And then you're going to decide which one is going to be your cover. Both of them are going to fold over to the back at that score line. And you're going to want to burnish these down really good so you get a nice crisp edge there. And so because they both fold the same way, you don't need to decide right away which one's going to be your front cover, but this is how you're going to assemble it. So I'm going to keep the foiling for my front, and so that front page, you're going to glue down just the top and bottom edges to make that pocket there, okay? And then when you attach the back cover, that small flap, you're going to glue the entire part down to the left edge of your front cover. So I'm just using my trusty art glitter glue, which I love. Again, if you've never tried it, it's definitely a must try, and it lasts a really long time. I have this small bottle, but then I also have a large bottle, and I barely made a dent in this small bottle, especially if you get that needle nose applicator. It puts just the right amount and you're not wasting anything. But I would recommend to buy extra of the needle caps, the, I forget what they're called, but the stoppers. I tried using the just regular straight pins, but they would rust a little bit. So anyway, let's jump to making the bookmark. So again, this is very customizable. So this is going to be the top part, not the matted back part. So it's going to get cut down to 1.5 inches by 6.5, and that'll give you a nice long bookmark. And the the backing. Oh, we'll get to that in just a second. So I'm going to make this a little bit decorative. So I took out my scallop corner choppers or corner rounders to give it just that little decorative edge there. So I'm going to go around and do all 4 sides. And I hope everyone's doing well. Let me know in the comments what other flat mail ideas you would like to see, and I will get going on some ideas. But I definitely want to get through the craft fair items that I had posted a while back, just to give people some ideas of what they could work on. Okay, so then this one, for the back matting, we're going to cut that down to 1 3/4 by 6 3/4. Because you want to have that nice border edge there when you glue it down. And again, just so that it looks appealing and lines up well, we're going to do the corner chomping with the seam scalloped edge on all 4 corners. And I'm going to attach that. I'm just giving it a look to make sure it lines up well. And going to glue that down. I definitely like to use glue for stuff like that because it gives me just a little bit of wiggle room. The art glitter glue, it dries very quickly though, so you have like a half a second to reposition something if you need to. Other glues you may have a little bit, maybe 3 or 4 seconds to do it, but you have to be very not precise, but just give it your best shot. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm probably trying to close my glue up again. Okay. So like I said, see, it's a little bit off right there. So I am just barely able to nudge it to where I like. And that's probably as good as it's going to get. Okay. And then I do like to give it a good burnish just to keep it from bubbling and then give it a good stick. Okay, so these are the washies that I picked. So that one is like a row of books, which is very appropriate for a bookmark. And then I'm also going to use a washi that looks like, I don't know how you say it, maybe like it's a burnt edge or like that vintage old paper, almost tea-stained edge. And the thing I like about washi is you can just, tear it and it's going to give you that unfinished edge, kind of that deckled edge. Excuse me. And just going to layer that up. You can do this however you would like. Okay, and then I'm going to pick out a couple stickers to put in here. Oh, but yes, the washi, you definitely want to give that a good burnish because it's definitely removable. That's what it's made to do, I think. So yeah, just want to give it a good stick if you can. So I'm going to pick out some stickers. I have a butterfly already picked out, and I'm just looking for something to put on the top there. Man, I wish I'd bought 2 of those books because now I can't get them, at least not right now, so we'll see. So I'm going to position that there, kind of offset, but not too high because I'm still going to do my hole punch at the top. Give that a good burnish too. And then we'll put our little butterfly there down at the bottom. Now, they definitely have really cute junk journaling stuff on Temu. Excuse me, on Temu. So if you're interested, definitely give it a look. Okay, and I'm going to use the larger hole punch there on my crocodile because I'm going to thread some ribbon through to make the little tassel or tail. And you want it to be about 6 inches long. You could do it a little bit shorter if you'd like. 6 inches is good to where it still stands up, but it's not too, flopping around like it's way too long. Okay, so I'm just going to loop that through to where you can get that nice kind of, I don't even know what you would call it, where that bottom loop just looks really pretty, almost like that Vera Bradley ribbon, on their zipper pulls, how they do. So yep, there we go. There's that. And we're going to put that off to the side. That is done. So then I'm going to take some of the cut aparts. Excuse me. And I'm measuring the one that I'm going to put on the front. That one is a 3x3. And again, just using my corner chompers to make that decorative look. So that one's a 3x3, and so the matting I'm going to do is going to be 3, did I do 3.5 or 3.25? I did 3.5. No, 3.25, sorry. 3.25 by 3.25 square. And same thing, we're going to use the corner chomper to give that decorative look to it. I'm sorry for constantly clearing my throat. I had like a coughing attack a little bit ago and it's just kind of lingering. I think I forgot to take my Zyrtec last night. Okay. So then we're going to glue that down. Just line that up, make sure it looks the way you want. And I'm trying to be better about making sure that I'm in frame. I'm just trying different setups on my, what is it called? The phone holder, the gooseneck one that I got from Temu. And then I had a different light setup as well. So I didn't want to be too crowded in my shot. So, just working through it. Okay, definitely give that a good burnish. Like I said, you don't want any bubbling or seeing any lines. And then if you want to leave it without a closure, just glue this on like that. I did just a simple closure. I'm not going to glue it all the way around the back. What I'm going to do is just glue it behind the ephemera piece on top. And then just wrap it around the back. So it's just only going to be attached to the back of the ephemera piece. And I didn't measure it. I just wrapped it around and then eyeballed it to where it would be have even tassels or, the tie parts on the side. And then so it would be easier if you used a tape runner to attach your ribbon, but I didn't have any in this room where I was. So I just ran a tiny bead of glue, and again, that needle nose is perfect for this, so that would attach to the back of the decorative piece on top. So now I'm adding glue just to the decorative piece, positioning the ribbon in the middle, and then positioning the decorative piece on top of the ribbon. So, and then just adjusting it ever so slightly so that it's even on both sides. Again, give that a good burnish so it's nice and stuck. And so there you have your tie. And it's just loose back there. So, I mean, if you want to make another piece to cover the back, by all means, be my guest. That's another thing I want to talk about, flat mail. Okay, well, we're going to make the notebook to go in the back. But really quickly, so the more things you add, the more weight is going to be in your flat mail. So that's also going to depend on how many stamps or postage you're going to need. So just keep all of that in mind when you're putting your stuff together. So then what I did, I measured everything down to the size of that journaling card that I had picked out from the cut-aparts. They're 3x4. And then I just use all the pages that I had left over from things I had cut out. If you want to use scrapbook paper, that's definitely lighter and thinner. Again, has to do with the weight of the item that you're going to be mailing. So everything, just keep everything in mind. So what I'm doing here, just pretty much eyeballing it. I'm again using the larger hole punch on my Crocodile. And then it was really helpful that this actually had some lines on it and then some images that I could just say like, okay, hole punch right above this part of the flower on each side. So that was really helpful. But by all means, measure it if you need to. If you have those clips from Dollar Tree, I actually have them. I didn't have them with me though. That really helps to keep things in place. So then here I have a piece of ribbon. It's about, I think it's 8.5 inches long. Definitely 8.5 would be the shortest length. You want to use maybe something a little bit longer, especially if you have trouble tying bows. Sometimes I do, it just depends. Like it's harder definitely with the skinnier ribbon. But I made it work. But yeah, 8.5 is going to be the shortest length that you want to use for something like this. Maybe a little longer, maybe 9 or 10. And then you can just cut it down to how you want it. So isn't that cute? That teeny tiny little bow. Okay. So all that's left really is to decorate this up. Again, if you're using double-sided paper, it may not be necessary to do this. I mean, you don't even have to do this part. I just thought it would fill in the blank spaces, give you some ideas. So I use that really wide washi tape from that set. Oh man, I love this set. I ordered another one. I couldn't let it go. I wanted to make sure that I had some of that. And then to kind of match the bookmark, I'm going to put that row of books washi, burnish those down pretty good, and then use more of these clear stickers from this book. I used that one there. I think it says notation, so they could put their name on it, or they can put any kind of little note on there. Maybe you can write a note to your friend that you're sending it to, like, best wishes or thinking of you, whatever. And again, just gotta keep looking at my frame there. All right, so let's use a couple more. I really like these, so that kind of went with the lighter print that's on the left there. No, sorry, the right. And then I wanted to use one of those butterfly stickers to also match the butterfly on the bookmark. So yeah, I had a lot of fun making this. If anybody would like for me to mail this to them, I would be more than happy to do that. I can send it internationally or in the US. I do have some international forever stamps, so that would be easy for me to send. And yeah, just let me know if anybody is interested. Just drop me a comment and we will work it out. So there is the finished project. You can also add anything else in there that you would like, maybe some extra ephemera, maybe a little note card. give them some extra stickers or washi to go along with the same theme that you did. But that is my project. Like I said, this can go with any theme that you'd like. I did make a smaller one that is teacher themed. Oh, the teacher one also had some really cute paper clips. That could be another cute thing that you could add to this for someone, especially because it's got that notebook, it's got that stationery kind of feel. So yep, that's my finished project. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope that this inspired you. Again, if you make something like this, use that hashtag FlatMailFriday23. But thanks for watching. Have a good day. Bye-bye.